Can you tell me what the different kinds of dermatologists in the market are? And what are they qualified to do? Because obviously I have a rash, I have an eczema, the
Yeah.
actual doctor who is
Yeah.
attached to a hospital.
Yeah.
And then there are the people doing the fillers. And,
Yeah.
so what are these different types of qualifications?
Yeah, I like the way you said who's available in the market. So, okay. So since the question started from the aesthetic viewpoint,
Yes.
you have firstly make sure that you're going to a qualified doctor. Now, what does qualified doctor mean? An MBBS at least, which is the basic medical degree a doctor can have.
Who's been to medical school? Who is
Has
a
to
doctor?
be a medical
Yeah.
school, has to be a doctor.
Yes.
You do have other specialities such as BHMS, which is homeopathy. If there is an Ayurveda doctor in the bracket, they would have written Ayurveda. A lot of people would simply say doctor and they are not doctors. I know of a couple of people who say doctor. They are in the weight loss business. They call themselves doctor. But when you ask them what's their degree, it will be like online degree in Calcutta, and it will be a 6-month course, which is you're a doctor of naturopathy, which you're still calling yourself doctor. So you don't know what is that doctor. You're just seeing that she's a doctor. So please make sure your basic degree is MBBS at least. So when you have an MBBS and when you're in the aesthetic field, you call yourself a cosmetic physician or an aesthetic physician.
Okay.
So that is the basic that you need to look for. So they are qualified to do pretty much. See, there's no clear-cut distinction as to what each one is qualified to do, but they would be able to perform procedures such as Botox, fillers, your hair reduction lasers, your maybe other forms of skin tightening lasers. All of these can be done by an aesthetic practitioner or an aesthetic physician. Not a practitioner, sorry. Aesthetic practitioner could be anybody.
Right.
Aesthetic physician or a cosmetic physician. Then comes your dermatologist, who is a practicing dermatologist. Out of which some of them, every dermatologist for the basic knowledge can treat hair, skin and nail.
Okay.
So it's not that somebody calls themselves trichologist, there's no separate degree to it. It is the dermatology master's or degree that you do, board certification, your diploma, your master's in dermatology, postgraduate studies, which will equip you to treat hair, skin and nail. Okay? So that is that. There have been a lot of times patients come to me and say, oh, I went to this trichologist for hair care. While I know for years they've been coming to me for skin. I'm like, but I treat hair. They're like, really? We thought you only treat skin.
Yeah.
So this is a point that I wanted to clarify. 2, then you have so among these dermatologists, because dermatologists are a vast field.
Yes.
Like, for example, if you come to me with vitiligo, I may be able to treat a vitiligo which is less than maybe 10% of your body surface. A little patch here and a little patch here. But if you have a larger larger a body area has been stable, then there are a lot of vitiligo surgeries.
Yeah.
Surgeries that they do to get back your pigment. There are certain doctors who specialize in that. Why is medicine called as a practice? Because it's what you practice, you keep getting better at, right? Law, medicine, a few things are called as practice. So each one of us take on to one thing very dearly, very passionately. Then you become really good at that. So there are certain people only doing vitiligo surgery. There are certain people doing only hair transplant surgery. They're also dermatologists, but they take on to that.
Yeah.
And they do that day in and day in and day in and day out. So if tomorrow I can do a hair transplant with a little bit of training, because I do have a basic education that requires me to do that, but I may not be as good as another doctor who's been doing
it for 20 years.
Yeah, exactly. So like that. And then there's clinical dermatology, there's pediatric dermatology. So there are a lot of doctors who dedicate their life for pediatric dermatology. I don't treat pediatric dermatology. If I can't, I may not even be able to handle it. I refer it to another doctor. My passion, my expertise has always been aesthetics, procedural aesthetics. When you say aesthetics, a lot of things come into it, right? So it's not just the aesthetics. So clinical dermatology aesthetics also have a lot of fine line, like an acne or pigmentation. You need to go to a dermatologist so that they can actually diagnose and understand deep why is your pigmentation. Rather than just saying, oh, pigmentation, let's do peel and laser. So you need to treat the cause of the pigmentation and cause of the acne, cause of the eczema. So that's why you go to a dermatologist in such cases as against a physician. So these are ways. Then you have a plastic surgeon who can cut and do things. So if you have a blepharoplasty, a bag under the eye, for example, a lot of loose skin on your neck, no matter how many energy-based devices, I can't do this to your neck. So that excess skin has to be cut, taken away. That a surgeon will do. A cosmetic surgeon or a plastic surgeon can also do cosmetic procedures. A cosmetic surgeon sometimes could be an ENT or an opthal who would have again done a fellowship in facial plastic. So they only do face surgery. But a plastic surgeon is someone who does reconstructive surgery in case of your burns, accidents, anything. So it's a much more wider, more sophisticated education. So this, by and large, is the wide variety that is in India. Abroad, it's even worse because you have nurse practitioners, aesthetic practitioners. They call themselves something else also. So many other things who come into the bad background of I can also inject.
Yes.
But luckily, that's not in India.
That's not
People
in
have
India.
kept in guard
Yeah.
really, really well.
What is your area of specialization, and what is that entail?
So I am a dermatologist, and my area of special interest and therefore special multiple extras that I learn and now that I teach globally, so you keep picking more, is aesthetic dermatology, like I said, which includes your hair diseases, hair fall, your baldness, your eczemas, your acne, your pigmentation. But mainly what I am known best for is the facial transformation of the form of the face, the fillers, the Botoxes, the energy-based devices, because I give the most natural results. So you can say, if I end up treating and the people ask, usually they end up saying, oh, yoga or sandalwood paste. So I'm the most biggest unsung hero ever.
Because you're really happy. Patients will never acknowledge that you've done any work.
Initially,
on
it used to hurt, but now I'm used to it.